Karachi Jinnah traffic, Delta 295 Echo Tango Super, taxiing to runway 25 left. Karachi Jinnah traffic, Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super is taking off runway 25 left, departing straight out.
Abu Dhabi Director South Secondary, Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee, with you at 16,500.
Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super is 2 nautical miles southwest of Bahraini at 28,500 feet, requesting ILS approach any runway at Abu Dhabi.
Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee, radar contact. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 31 right at Abu Dhabi.
Roger. Etihad 295 Echo Tango.
Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super. Turn right heading 300. Descend and maintain 7000.
Turn right heading 300. Descend and maintain 7000. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super.
Etihad 407 Heavy is 16 nautical miles west of Kazad at 18,000 feet, requesting flight following to Muscat International. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel, descend and maintain 02. Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee, turn right heading 320. Turn right heading 320, Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, turn right heading 160 and hold over Al Ain Airport at 6,000, right turns, do not exceed 200 knots. Etihad 4.
Turn right heading 160 and hold over Al Ain Airport at 6000, right turns Wilco Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super.
Columbia Army 23 is 4 nautical miles northwest of Abu Dhabi at 7,300 feet, requesting flight following to Muscat International. Frequency change approved. Etihad 407 Heavy, good day. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel, turn left heading 070. Turn left heading 070, Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel. Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee, turn right heading 330, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 left approach. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel, reduce speed to 210 knots. Oman Air 222, turn left heading 230, descend and maintain 3000. Turn left heading 230, descend and maintain 3000, Oman Air 222. Kuwaiti 002, descend and maintain 5000. Express India 1 Sierra Delta, contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. Descend and maintain 5000, Kuwaiti 002. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel, turn right heading 120. Contacting Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2, Express India 1 Sierra Delta. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 5000. Columbia Army 2.
Turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 5000. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super.
Proceed on course, Columbia Army 23. Etihad 773, turn left heading 080, descend and maintain 4000. Turn left heading 080, descend and maintain 4000, Etihad 773. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 31 right at Abu Dhabi. Roger, Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel. Oman Air 222, turn right heading 270, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 right approach. Columbia Army 23, request frequency change. Turn right heading 270, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 right, Oman Air 222. Etihad 773, reduce speed to 200 knots. Reduce speed to 200 knots, Etihad 773. Columbia Army 23, frequency change approved, good day. Etihad 773, turn right heading 120. Frequency change approved. Columbia Army 23, good day. Turn right heading 120, Etihad 773. Tango Yankee Lima Echo Romeo is 2 nautical miles northwest of Abu Dhabi at 1,900 feet, requesting flight following to Tansan. Aero Mexico 639, turn right heading 220. Turn right heading 220, Aero Mexico 639. Tango Yankee Lima Echo Romeo, proceed on course to Tansan. Proceed on course, Tango Yankee Lima Echo Romeo. Codem 135, reduce speed to 210 knots. Reduce speed to 210 knots, Codem 135. Aeromexico 639, do not exceed 180 knots. Do not exceed 180 knots, Aeromexico 639. Codem 135, turn right heading 110. Etihad 346 Heavy, report airport in sight. Abu Dhabi Director South Secondary, Etihad 354 Heavy, with you at 9300. Turn right heading 110, Codem 135. Etihad 354 Heavy, radar contact, say approach request. Wilco, Etihad 346 Heavy. Airport in sight, Etihad 346 Heavy. Etihad 354 Heavy is 30 nautical miles south of Abu Dhabi at 9,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 31 right at Abu Dhabi. Etihad 346 Heavy, cleared visual approach runway 31 left. Oman Air 222, contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. Maintain current altitude until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 left, Etihad 346 Heavy. Aeromexico 639, turn right heading 270, descend and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 right approach. Etihad 354 Heavy, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 31 left at Abu Dhabi. Etihad 354 Heavy, turn right heading 360, descend and maintain 5000. Turn right heading 360, descend and maintain 5000, Etihad 354 Heavy. Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee, contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. Thank you, good day, Oscar Kilo Tango Oscar November Yankee. Etihad 346 Heavy, contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. Abu Dhabi Director South Secondary, Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy, with you at 20,800. Etihad 792 Romeo Victor, expect vectors for the visual approach runway 31 right at Abu Dhabi. Roger, Etihad 792 Romeo Victor. Etihad 773, please expedite altitude change. Etihad 734 Echo Zulu is 39 nautical miles northwest of Al Baideen at 25,700 feet, requesting ILS. Descend and maintain 5000, Etihad 792 Romeo Victor. Etihad 734 Echo Zulu, descend and maintain 4000. Descend and maintain 4000, Etihad 734 Echo Zulu. Etihad 773, reduce. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, turn right heading 270, descend and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 right approach. Etihad 110.
Turn right heading 270, descend and maintain 3000, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 right, Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super.
Etihad 773, turn right heading 220. Turn right heading 220, Etihad 773. Codem left heading 030, Codem 135. Turn right heading 140, Etihad 734 Echo Zulu. Etihad 792 Romeo Victor, turn left heading 220. Turn left heading 220, Etihad 792 Romeo Victor. Etihad 354 Heavy, contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. Contacting Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2, Etihad 354 Heavy. Etihad 792 Romeo Victor, reduce speed to 210 knots. Etihad 734 Echo Zulu, turn left heading 120. November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super, turn right heading 140, descend and maintain 4000. Reduce speed to 210 knots, Etihad 792 Romeo Victor. Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel, contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. Turn left heading 120, Etihad 734 Echo Zulu. Turn right heading 140, descend and maintain 4000, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super. Etihad 792 Romeo Victor, please expedite altitude change. Contacting Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2, Etihad 3 Romeo Hotel. Codem 135, turn left heading 330, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 left approach. Turn left heading 330, descend and maintain 4000, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 left, Codem 135. Etihad 368, turn left heading 140, descend and maintain 4000. Etihad 773, turn right heading 270, maintain 4000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 31 right approach. Turn left heading 140, descend and maintain 4000, Etihad 368. Etihad 734 Echo Zulu, reduce speed to 210 knots. Etihad 734 Echo Zulu, descend and maintain 5000. Descend and maintain 5000, Etihad 734 Echo Zulu. Etihad 734 Echo Zulu, turn right heading 130. Turn right heading 130, Etihad 734 Echo Zulu. November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super, turn left heading 120. Turn left heading 120, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super. Gulf Air 546 is 38 nautical miles east of Jakku at 25,000 feet, requesting GPS approach any runway at Abu Dhabi. Etihad 792 Romeo Victor, do not exceed 180 knots. Do not exceed 180 knots, Etihad 792 Romeo Victor. Attention all aircraft, Abu Dhabi Director South Secondary is now closed, good day. November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super. Etihad 792 Romeo Victor, turn right heading 270. Abu Dhabi Tower, Etihad 792 Romeo Victor, inbound on the ILS runway 31 right with information India. Aero Mexico 639, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. Welcome.
Abu Dhabi Tower, Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, inbound on the ILS runway 31 right.
Etihad 354 Heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, enter straight in runway 31 left.
Enter straight in runway 31 left, Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super.
Abu Dhabi Tower, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super, inbound on the GPS runway 31 left. Etihad 734 Echo Zulu, enter left base runway 31 left, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Enter left base, runway 31 left, behind the traffic on final, Etihad 734 Echo Zulu. November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super, enter left base runway 31 left. Number 3, traffic to follow is on left base. Abu Dhabi Tower, Etihad 773 is 21 nautical miles to the southeast at 4,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 31 right. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, wind 300 at 14, number 1, runway 31 left, cleared to land. Etihad 734 Echo Zulu, wind 300 at 14, number 2.
Number 1 cleared to land, runway 31 left, Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super.
Etihad 773, line 300 at 14, number 1, runway 31 right, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 31 left, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 31 right, Etihad 773. Etihad 792 Romeo Victor, wind 300 at 14, number 2, runway 31 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 31 left, Etihad 734 Echo Zulu. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, go around, make right traffic runway 31 right. Going around, make right traffic runway 31 right, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy, enter right downwind runway 31 right, number 3, traffic to follow is on right base. Enter right downwind, runway 31 right, behind the traffic on right base, Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, make a right 360 for spacing. Making a right 360, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy, please follow instructions or you will be reported. Abu Dhabi Tower, November 294 Echo Papa, ready for departure at runway 31 right, remaining in the pattern. Gulf Air 546, you're in an active airspace, please contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. November 294 Echo Papa, wind 300 at 14, runway 31 right, cleared for takeoff. Abu Dhabi Tower, Gulf Air 546 is 9 nautical miles to the northwest at 16,600 feet, inbound for landing with information India. Cleared for takeoff, runway 31 right, November 294 Echo Papa. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, enter right downwind runway 31 right, number 3, traffic to follow is on final. Enter right downwind, runway 31 right, behind the traffic on final, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy, number 4, traffic to follow is on right crosswind. Number 4, behind the traffic on right crosswind, Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy. Gulf Air 546, enter right downwind runway 31 right, number 5, traffic to follow is on right downwind. Abu Dhabi Tower, Hotel Zulu Bravo Sierra 7 Heavy is 21 nautical miles to the west at 12,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 31 left. Enter right downwind, runway 31 right, behind the traffic on right downwind, Gulf Air 546.
500.
Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, number 4, traffic to follow is on right base. Number 4, behind the traffic on right base,
400.
Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Etihad 368, enter straight in runway 31 right,
300.
number 3, traffic to follow is on final. Enter straight in, runway 31 right,
200.
behind the traffic on final, Etihad 368. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, enter left downwind runway 31 left, number 3, traffic to follow is on final.
100.
Enter left downwind, runway 31 left, behind the traffic on final, Etihad 110
50,
Echo Bravo
40,
Heavy.
30, 20, retard,
Express India 611 Alpha Bravo,
retard,
you're in an active
retard.
airspace, please contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. Etihad 368, line 290 at 12, number 3, runway 31 right, cleared to land. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, line 290 at 12, number 4, runway 31 left, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 31 right, Etihad 368. Number 4, cleared to land, runway 31 left, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, disregard last message. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, enter right base runway 31 right, number... Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super.
Frequency change approved November 294 Echo Papa, good day. Hotel Zulu Bravo Sierra 7 Heavy, wind 290 at 12, number 3, runway 31 left, cleared to land. Cleared for takeoff, runway 31 right, Qantas 33 Quebec Foxtrot Super. Number 3, cleared to land. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, enter left downwind runway 31 left, number 3, traffic to follow is on final. Enter left downwind, runway 31 left, behind the traffic on final, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Express India 611 Alpha Bravo, you're in an active airspace, please contact Abu Dhabi Tower on 119.2. Etihad 368, wind 290 at 12, number 3, runway 31 right, cleared to land. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, wind 290 at 12, number 4, runway 31 left, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 31 right, Etihad 368. Number 4, cleared to land, runway 31 left, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, disregard last. Hotel Zulu Bravo Sierra 7 Heavy. Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy, number 4, traffic to follow is on final. Number 4, behind the traffic on final, Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, enter straight in runway 31. Enter straight in, runway 31 left, behind the traffic on final, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Gulf Air 546, number 4, traffic to follow is on right base. Number 4, behind the traffic on right base, Gulf Air 546. Abu Dhabi ground, Etihad 490 Heavy, ready to taxi with information India. Etihad 490 Heavy, taxi to runway 31 right, contact tower when ready. Viking 35, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Viking 35. Taxi to runway 31 right, Etihad 490 Heavy.
Abu Dhabi ground, Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, request taxi to gate 686 at the midfield terminal remote.
Abu Dhabi ground, Etihad 773, request taxi to gate 630 at the midfield terminal. Abu Dhabi ground, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super, request taxi to parking. Etihad 773, taxi. Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Abu Dhabi ground, Viking.
Taxi to parking, Etihad 295 Echo Tango Super.
Taxi to parking, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super. Thank you. Good day, Etihad 490 Heavy. Abu Dhabi ground, Sam 2251 Super, ready for pushback with information India. Viking 35, correction, stand by. Abu Dhabi ground, Viking 35, ready to taxi to runway 31 left with information India. Sam 2251 Super, pushback approved. Viking 35, taxi to runway 31 left, contact tower when ready. Pushback approved, Sam 2251 Super. Taxi to runway 31 left, Viking 35. Stand by, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super. Abu Dhabi ground, Etihad 368, request taxi to parking. Abu Dhabi ground, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, request taxi to parking. Abu Dhabi ground, Juliet Yankee Kilo Lima Mike, ready for pushback with information India, requesting runway 31 left. Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Etihad 110 Echo Bravo Heavy. Juliet Yankee Kilo Lima Mike, pushback approved. Pushback approved, Juliet Yankee Kilo Lima Mike. Etihad 368, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Etihad 368. Abu Dhabi ground, Hotel Zulu Bravo Sierra 7 Heavy, request taxi to gate 514 at the apron 5. Hotel Zulu Bravo Sierra 7 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Hotel Zulu Bravo Sierra 7 Heavy. Abu Dhabi ground, Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy, request taxi to parking. Stand by, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super. Etihad 114 Alpha Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Thank you. Good day, November 734 Yankee X-Ray Super. Taxi to parking, Etihad